I'm really pushing myself to have more hard nose. And what I mean by that is so many times we know inside of ourselves that something is a no. Like it's an immediate visceral reaction to something where you know this is not something that I want to do. This is not something that I'm actually really willing to do. This is not something that I think will benefit me or serve me well. But so many times we're not necessarily thinking about ourselves. We're not necessarily prioritizing our own experience. We're thinking exclusively about how that no will impact others. And there are times where yes, we have to think about the good of the group or the benefit of the collective or community. But there are times where we absolutely should be saying no in service of ourselves. And so for me, I am doing more work around evaluating where I'm applying a yes and where I'm applying a no. And I'm working to remove a soft no or a maybe, if you will. I want my yeses to be a hell yes, and I want my no's to be a hell no. So I think that is something that takes giving yourself a little bit of space to evaluate versus an immediate response with a yes or no. But it is a valuable exercise to lean into our no's. Don't allow them to be questionable. Don't allow them to be swayed. I think there's something powerful about a hard no and a hard yes. And so this is a practice that I'm constantly working on. I think it's a little bit harder in my personal life because there are times where I want to say yes to something or I want to be available for my friends and family, but I also know where limitations exist. I also know where boundaries need to exist. And so that requires some hard no's, even when it's challenging to lean into those. But I know that I'm better for it. I know that I'm honoring myself when I do that. And ultimately, I think the other people are better for it too if I'm making those decisions based on the right input. So leaning into my hard nose, more hard nose is something that I'm actively working through. I think I'm pretty good with my hard no for work and professionally. I'm working on that more in my personal relationships.